This is a description of what you need to do for Assignment 5. We've been working with SQL interactively, and I want you to continue that for this assignment. In the next assignment, we'll bring the SQL back into PHP programs and issue it from there inside of our King Real Estate application. For right now, let's get used to using SQL. So I have a series of problems. There are 9 of them. And then you are to review them and then code a SQL statement that matches the question asked. In this case, it says create a table named employee with the following column specifications. These are the column names. This gives you some information about how the data type should be set up, whether null should be allowed, whether it's a primary key. Likewise, another statement here is the department. And then there's some information about what data to insert with insert statements into the employee table. And then again down into the department table that you created. Here's the data you should put in there. After that, whenever you see the word display, that implies a select statement. So display a list of employee names, that's their first and last name, or last and first, and their hire date. Sort the results by last name. Display the average salary of all employees. You've learned how to do that with the summary functions. Now, you're going to code a SQL statement that would remove John Smith from the database. And I have a note here that says don't use the Social Security value. Now, in the real world, you're going to want to use a primary key like Social Security number. But in this case of this very simple database, I want you to use the criteria that I gave you, the name. Now, if you worked for a very large company and you removed John Smith, you would be removing probably more than one John Smith. But here, let's just do it that way. Problem 8, SQL statement that would raise everyone's salary by $1,000. If you get to do a little math inside of an update statement. Likewise, in problem 9, we code a statement that would remove the department table from the database. Not just its data, but the department table itself. Now, this information is in assignment5.pdf, which is in your working files. And also, you will run and test out your statements using the MySQL interface for WAMP.php and run it here in your local host. And that is also in your working files. So you can run this, click the submit button to run your statements, and you'll have a history over here. And this is what we've been using to demonstrate through all of the exercises we've done thus far here in this chapter on SQL. Okay, that ends the lesson on how to do Assignment 5.